Hey guys, Ranjan here, bringing yet another League of Legends Challenger Tier commentary, this time on the North American server. Trying to get a little bit from every server out there for you guys, just for some variety. So, without further ado, let's actually go over the teams to start off. On the blue side, we're going to have Ice playing the Vladimir. Jarvan IV being played by ROA. Viper, I think that's how I pronounce all these. Playing Riven, we have VeryBitter playing Janna and Crs Dom playing the Sivir. On the red side, we have C9 Sneaky playing the Tristana. Malphite being played by JJackstar. C10 Metoes, he's actually C9, playing the Rengar. XDG Xmithie playing the Ezreal, and Crs Xpecial playing the Thresh. So right out of the gates, we see that we have actually interesting team compositions. I really like having to see Vladimir in teams. Just Vladimir not oft played for a very long time. Really nice to see him back in the game. He brings so much to the team, so fun, and just the Crimson Pact. Every 40 points of bonus health give Vladimir 1 ability power, and every 1 point of ability power gives Vladimir 1.4 bonus health. Doesn't stack with itself, but still, it's just such a fun passive, and he's just such a fun guy to build and play, and interesting stuff overall. On the opposite side, we do see a very AD heavy team, because it does seem to be indeed, at least from the get-go, seems to be AD Ezreal. So they're going to have Ezreal mid. I really like seeing Ezreal mid. It's not something you're going to see in the competitive scene, but I think in solo queue, he's a really fun champion. Another really fun champion solo queue is actually Malphite. Really strong, really powerful ultimate. Brings a lot of play. Also not seen too much in competitive play, at least from what I've seen. But really powerful solo queue champion. Has a really powerful ultimate and unstoppable force. So we're gonna see how this happens that game. And really, the red team seems to be very AD heavy. You see that Tristana and Thresh are actually gonna be taking the Gromp for that experience and money boost. But yeah, really think that really heavy AD composition on the red side, and actually would be make more sense to see Malphite rather on the blue side with this team, because we do see Malphite. He can actually bring out the magic damage, but then he has to build AP Malphite, which is not too common. I mean, he is starting with his Seismic Shard. You can either start Seismic Shard or Ground Slam, but it makes sense that he starts with Seismic Shard now that he's against Vladimir, who has a ranged advantage on him. Seems like they're going to already have a gank. Oof, Jarvan going in on the Ezreal, but he's just gonna arcane shift over, flash for it as well. Still, Jarvan gonna go for it. Red buff helping him out. That's gonna be the first blood for Riven. Oof, very nice play. Despite the forced Ezreal to arcane shift away and to flash, still managed to get him bot lane. We're seeing a little bit of damage going on Thresh. He's actually taking a significant amount of harass, but blue team is gonna take that early advantage. Gonna answer. Nice. Oof, nice Howling Gale there from Janna, but nobody in position there to really answer and do anything about it. Top lane, fairly even it seems. Vladimir actually taking a significant amount of harass, already down to half health. Seismic Shard, people can underestimate it heavily. It could do actually a lot of damage. And the thing is, Vladimir's transfusion doesn't heal much at all early game. You really need a decent amount of MP, and you need your revolver. Once Vladimir has Hextech Revolver, he can actually use transfusion to sustain himself full lane indefinitely, because also then, of course, all of his other spells sustain him. And his spells cost health. Everything aside from transfusion actually costs him health, so he doesn't want to use his spells too heavily. But see, he's just CSing, he's sustaining himself pretty heavily, and he can just use his transfusion as often as he pleases, even though it doesn't heal as much as it used to way back when Vladimir was severely overpowered. Now he's actually turning the harass around on this Malphite. Malphite not being allowed to restart his Granite Shield due to the fact that they had to farm over the tower there. But let's actually fix this a little bit. There we go. There we go. Janna, Riven middle. I actually like seeing Riven middle too. She's being played a lot more middle these days, because her mobility just gives her access to every lane. Gonna be forcing this Ezreal back. He actually went back and got Fairy Charm first, so I'm not exactly sure what to think. Fairy Charm and additional Total Biscuits. So he has stuff in the utility tree. So this might be AP Ezreal. In fact, he's gonna be maxing Mystic Shot. We see AD Ezreals, they do sometimes max Mystic Shot rather than Essence Flux, because Mystic Shot is just a much better early game spell, and once you have a Lich Bane, it actually does significant damage. Yet again, Jarvan gonna go for it, forcing the Arcane Shift. Doesn't have the red buff for the additional damage. Seems like Rengar is gonna want to be able to accomplish something mid here too as well. Going out of the bushes, Jarvan's a little bit out of position, but he should be able to get himself out of here. Riven is going to be fine, just going to run around. Are they going to circle around her? She's a little bit out of position. Jarvan going to come in here and support just to make sure she can get away with her life. And it doesn't seem that Rengar's going to be able to take advantage of this at all. Saying the bush is going to be forced back. Jarvan playing a little bit more aggressive. Let's look at the items. He's actually gone to Rangers. While we see that the Jarvan went for a Stalker's Blade for that extra bit of ganking damage and the slow. Balling, we see that Tristana actually has a significant CS advantage at this point, doing a lot of harass to the Sivir, has already forced all her potions. Has actually had her own potions forced as well, but significant disadvantage in last hits, and already going back here. Oof, nice little hook there from Thresh. Gonna force the B, gonna force the spell shit if nothing else. Gonna always delay the back. The Jarvan gonna come here bottom. Is this gonna be enough? Thresh is very low. Jarvan just, not quite enough. Didn't have his smite up for that gank. Had used it for a camp earlier, it seems. Or else that would have been a kill. And that's just the thing with Stalker's Blade. You don't really know. You have to make a choice every single time. You don't always know that you're going to gank. That's the problem with a jungler. If you decide, you know what, I'm just going to save my Stalker's Blade. I'm just going to save my Chilling Smite for whenever I gank, you're not going to be able to clear camps as fast. And it's the opposite way. If you're always going to be using your Chilling Smite on camps, why have Chilling Smite in the first place? Because you want it's a ganking tool. So you have to sort of find that balance in between. And sometimes you're just not going to find opportunity. You're not going to always know when you're going to have an opportunity to gank, and you're just going to have to use the Chilling Smite on a camp, and then all of a sudden, whoa, I just used Smite, but hey, bot lane is juicy. Let's go for it. Which was the case there. So, you know, you had to make the best of it. At least put on a little bit of pressure on the red side. Giving them a bit of a breathing room. Mid lane really seems to be heavily in favor of blue side as well. Riven still has her kill, already has a Tiamat, or Tiamat. You can pronounce it the way you want, and I'll pronounce it the way I want. Speaking of Riven, she actually seems to be on the way top lane. There's a ward there from the red side though, so never mind. Vladimir's just going to stay in lane. I'm not quite sure for exactly how much longer. I should have his gum. Let's see. Last hit 60? Yeah, wow. Significantly outlast hitting the Malphite. Actually forcing a chalice from him. So he can actually tank a little bit of extra damage. The range disadvantage really kicking his ass. And Crystalline Flask alongside Granite Shield, just not enough sustain in lane to help him stay around. So he's going to go Chalice of Harmony. This is actually a really good item. I'm going to see an engagement here bot lane around Dragon. A lot of people taking damage. Seems like his special going to get taken down. Yes, it does. So Sivir's going to get taken down in response. And Tristana just going to jump away with the rocket jump. So that's going to be a one-for-one trade with the support from red side and the AD carry from blue side. Getting taken down, and now it seems Jarvan is just going to come bot and try to put a little bit of pressure on. It seems like Ezreal and Rengar are going to chase down this Riven, are going to be able to get her. Nice stun there from Riven to actually turn around and make sure this Rengar doesn't kill her. A lot of pressure being put on by blue team. Ezreal just going to Arcane Shift away. He's going to be fine. He has his Man Immune and a longsword, so it does seem that he's going to be fine. Going red buff, and Rengar now popping his ultimate, going in. True Arcane Barrage going to get popped out. Oh my god, is she actually going to get alive? Yes, she is! Forcing a flash from Rengar, and Janna coming out in response, killing him with a Zephyr and a Howling Gale. Nice play with Riven to actually survive all that. Wow, talk about crazy stuff. Bot lane, now we see that Sivir is actually by herself. Everybody going in on her, taking damage. Thresh just tanking this tower, misses his hook, but Trist is going to have enough. She's just going to be able to jump back. Doesn't even need to, just uses a lantern. Easy kill for red team. Now Jarvan coming bot and saying, hi, I have a red buff. Goodbye, thanks for the double kill. Blue team staying on bot lane way too long. No vision of the tri-brush, so Jarvan has an easy Demacia. And just gets himself a double kill. That's not what you want. The Jarvan's actually pretty strong. We see that blue side's actually a fairly tanky. Jarvan usually builds sort of off tank, maybe one offensive item into defensive items. Sometimes we see him going for heavily offensive ones. Like jungle Jarvan might actually just go for a warrior upgrade on his stalkers, and then from then on just build tank items like Randuin's Omen. Maybe a Sunfire Cape, top lane. See, like, there's going to be a bit of a gank coming up. Nice flash there from Malphite. He might get killed in response. Has to be careful. Is the Vladimir actually... Oh my. Oh my. Is this going to be a double kill? Blood pool. Yes, double kill for the Vladimir. did have his Hex Tech Gunblade, so the Transfusion did a lot more damage. And already just almost maxed out. Transfusion did way more damage than the Rengar expected. Bit of a misplay there, but Vladimir gets himself a double kill. Blue team just getting himself double kills by double kills and getting really far ahead. We see that Vladimir is over 30 CS ahead top. The Riven is over 20 CS ahead mid and just putting on a lot of pressure. Bot lane, Tristana is winning, so you have to be careful on that. Yet again, gonna catch the spell sheet comes up, but that's not gonna be enough. Sneaky gets himself yet another kill. It's gonna be 3 kills for Sneaky. And Sneaky on Tristana is just a little too dangerous to just let it happen. Just like, it's not one of those, hey, it's okay, we can just grant him kills and we'll be fine. No, 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 not quite. Don't want to be doing that. Howlgale will come off, but I really think that Janna should not overstay her welcome too long. She does have her shield, putting on a little bit of harass, but she might actually just get taken down under his tower. The box gonna come up. Nice flay. The hook as well. The exhaust goes down on Tristana. Is it gonna be enough? She's actually just gonna pop in. Gonna be taken out, but there you go. With Rengar coming in, that's gonna be enough. Tristana almost getting taken down there, but overall decent play. Red team coming down, supporting each other, and they might actually be able to take this tower here. That's going to be the first objective for red side. Sivir coming in here, but she's not going to be able to catch this Tristana at all. She's just going to go back home and buy herself additional item. Most likely finish her Triforce mid lane. Yet another gank on the Ezreal. He just gets no peace of mind. A lot of pressure being put on, and Vladimir takes the time top lane to actually take down the top tower in response. Oh, unfortunately, VeryBitter is actually disconnected a little bit here. Let's hope this is not a long-term thing, because blue team has a sizable advantage this game. They're going to want to be taking advantage of that. See, Ezreal has Tear of the Goddess, Longsword. Thought he would already have his Manamune. Seems like yeah, there you go. He already has his Manamune. So he's going to be blue build Ezreal. We see that being very popular mid lane, especially. He just can pew pew people. Mid lane, red tower being taken as well by the Riven. Let's see, Rengar has actually gone for the warrior upgrade. No surprise there. Has his boots and mobility. Jarvan on the opposite side, also warrior upgrade. And I'm just going to see, it's going to be interesting whether he actually from this point on only builds tank items or whether he maybe goes for a Tiamat into Hydra and then tank items. It does give him a little more sustain both in the jungle and in team fights. A little bit extra burst as well. Okay, Janna's back, so this is not going to be any sad things happening there. Jarvan going for a ninja tab by this game, seeing that the opposite side is AD, magic, but tank, AD, AD. So 3 guys building out almost exclusive. Well, yeah, okay, fine. Ezreal is doing some magic damage, specifically with his ultimate, but most of his stuff is, his entire kit is still built on magic damage. He auto attacks, he uses his Q, and that's the most amount of damage that he brings out. Seems like red team is actually now going to respond. But taking on this dragon is blue team. You're going to be in position. Jarvan is there too. There's going to be 4 people from blue pit. Howling Gale comes out into the tower. There's going to be a TP from Malphite as well, and I don't think they're going to be able to do anything here. No, that's the dragon taken out. Jarvan actually going in, popping his Cataclysm, and instantly going to get taken down by the Malphite. No chance whatsoever. 2 people, I'm sorry, from blue team getting instantly taken down. I'm not quite sure why they went for it there. They didn't have the rest of the team to support. And Malphite actually TP'd, and they might not have seen that. They might have not had vision on the Malphite teleport. But no chance whatsoever of 2 people going, even into 4. Maybe there was actually 3 of them, but there was no chance of actually going in and preventing the dragon from being taken. So objective-wise, we do see kind of an even split so far. 2 towers for blue team, 1 dragon and 1 tower for red team. Kills on the right people, you know, for red team. Tristana has 5 kills, so she can get really ridiculous. Has an eye edge, 14 minutes in, 112 last hits. That's an insane amount. While the opposite side AD carry Sivir has been very heavily shut down. So while Jarvan and Vladimir and Riven have all been doing well, they're going to have problems in team fights when they happen, because Sivir is not even close to a big item yet. Seems like she's actually going to be working. She has a Vampiric Scepter and a pickaxe, so I'm not exactly sure what she's going to be working on here, but it's going to be rough. Ooh, Tristana trying to steal the red buff, does so successfully. He's going to have the Monsoon from Janna, but she's just going to get away safely. Unfortunately, might have to sacrifice Thresh's life to do so, and such is the case as she gets taken down by Broken Wings. Oh well. I think that was actually Wind Slash. Yeah, it was Wind Slash being used. Broken Wings and Wind Slash. Let's see here. Rengar utilizing stuff to actually kill stuff. Bone Tooth Necklace. Such good stuff. See, Ezreal only man immune here. Rengar, yeah, just working around with this Vision Ward, dewarding with some ability. Let's look at some of the other guys. Malphite is actually Blasting Wand and Negatron Cloak, so alongside his Chalice, seems like he's going to start off with an Abyssal Scepter, bringing out just a little bit more AP damage. Does have 68 AP at this point, so his Seismic Shard does a sizable amount of damage, and Unstoppable Force actually scales 100%, and that does a decent amount of chunk of damage too. Also, of course, Ground Slant does deal magic damage, and it deals extra damage depending on armor and AP. It doesn't have a very good AP scaling, decent armor scaling, but you know, he's fine. Let's see here. We're gonna have the Ezreal pop in the True Shot Barrage. Vladimir pops his ultimate, responds, Blood Pool, so he's on target. But yeah, as soon as he comes out of it, Unstoppable Force being popped by Malphite to guarantee that kill. Seems like mid lane. We're gonna have 3 people for blue team actually trying to push down this tower. It's only Rengar to defend. And Jarvan actually going to go in, and I'm not quite sure about the intelligence of this. Gonna flash out of the Cataclysm. They should be focusing down this tower, because now at this point his Thresh coming about. He's actually going in this, misplaying there. Didn't pull himself in before he used the box. Bit of a misplay for him there, but that's not going to be a problem overall as the Jarvan actually dies. I think blue team there should just continue focusing the tower and then run away, because they got it to have health, and they just started focusing on a kill rather than continue taking down the objective. They would have just been able to take it down, and even then, if they'd lost one member of the team, that would have been worth it, because they actually got an objective. Unfortunately, it got turned around on. So Ezreal smartly actually using his Essence Flux on his minions, so they attack a little bit faster. Tristana jumping in, actually utilizing her ultimate to try to get blue team members into the fight. He's like, I'll initiate, it's fine. There's no Unstoppable Force on Malphite at the moment, so we're gonna do the big fight under the tower here. Thresh being forced to flash away. Tristana gonna get taken down. I don't think the Thresh is gonna survive. His Sivir chasing her down. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Malphite can escape with his life. So is Ezreal. He's a little too slippery. And the Rengar as well. But instant turnaround. We're gonna see what they're actually gonna be able to take this tower down. Seems like, yeah, there you go. They are actually running in here, focusing down, while Vladimir gonna go top, push it out. Yeah. Actually ties the blood. Despite the health cost, once you have Gunblade, the health cost becomes negligible, so no big deal. The tower seems like it's going to take it down. Riven playing a little bit too aggressive, actually going for kills instead of focusing on objectives at certain points. So that might actually end up being a little bit of trouble. She does have a Hydra and a Brutalizer and going Ionian Boots of Lucidity this game, because, you know, why not? Because why not? Seems like she's going to want to catch the Xpecial out. Oh, sees the ward. She's going to go. She's going to get hooked. She's going to continue fighting this, because Ezreal at this point is coming in. She's playing so aggressively. Utilizing her ultimate with the Ignite. She's going to get the kill. She's going to be at the double kill on the Ezreal. Yes, she is. Nice play. Also going to run in. And no, not going to help Vladimir. A little bit too little, too late. Vladimir at this point, Malphite with way too much magic resistance for Vladimir to just easily engage on him, especially because he has Unstoppable Force. And the thing is, Unstoppable Force doesn't just deal at this point 402 magic damage. The thing is that Malphite also has Abyssal Scepter, and Abyssal Scepter ups magic resist by a significant margin and reduces the magic resist of nearby enemies by 20. So he actually reduces the magic resist that he uses of everything he uses Unstoppable Force on. This is actually quite like this build. Fairly heavy AP with a Seismic Shard, so he is going to be bringing out decent chunk of AP damage. And I think at this point, we might be seeing him actually just focus on armor. Also, just very smart for him to go for these items early on, because he was up against Vladimir, who was in a little bit of trouble against them early game. And he's caught back fairly. He's still 60 CS behind, but he has the big items, you know. And what you want your Malphite for is you want him for his ultimate. Malphite's almost constantly useful. He is actually going for Glacier Shred now, so we are going to be seeing the Frozen Heart from him. Very powerful item on Malphite, lowering his cooldowns, giving him all that armor. Like you do see Malphite going for, say, other items like Sunfire Cape, because surrounding damage in fights, because that's what Malphite wants to do. After he just goes on Unstoppable Force in the fight, he just stays in the fight, ground slam, and just do as much as he can. Blue team now going to come in here, going to try to take this dragon. Beautiful steal by the Ezreal. Talk about perfect timing. Oh my, blue team are not going to be happy about that. Going in, easy dragon, zoning the red team out, and just perfect true shot barrage for Xmithie. Xmithie? One or the other. So that's going to be great. Let's see if they can actually push this down. This bottom seems like he's actually going to be... Ooh, boy. Sivir spell shield forcing. Oh, man. Talk about barely getting himself... Barely missing on the kill. Mystic shot barely missing the Sivir there. That would have been her death. And now everybody from the red team is bottom. And they're just going to push on this tower. And they are slowly taking a little bit more control in this game. They're still a little bit behind in gold differential and in towers. But now they're just inside the red team jungle, taking advantage of the fact that, hey, there are people that are dead. So let's go in here and kill stuff. Gonna leave it behind. No, actually not gonna leave behind the little red minion because it's gold. Tristana almost has her static shiv. Ezreal almost has his gauntlet. Let's see what the rest of the team has. Thresh just going for Bitten Idol alongside his relic shield. Of course has a sight stone. Metoes playing the Rengar, actually going for a brutalizer as well for extra cooldowns and extra burst on all of his spells. Malphite should have frozen heart fairly soon. And it seems like, oh man, Cataclysm being wasted there. Malphite just gonna unstoppable force in. Nice ultimate from Ezreal. Vladimir trying to use his ultimate response, trying to turn this fight around a little bit. Malphite just staying in there, just ground slamming everything, utilizing his Q. Yet another kill, gonna be taking out everybody, dying. Tristana does die as well, but Vladimir is gonna be dead as well. He actually manages to take down Rengar as he does so. So it's actually gonna be a 3-for-2 kill. 3-for-2 split. They're gonna force Janna back though. Seems like Malphite is considering chasing her down, but they just should want to put on a little bit of pressure on towers. Top tower could be taken down there as well. Vladimir is extremely slippery, so it's actually quite difficult to kill, especially because he does use Ghost and Flash. It's very old school, and it's very fun. Bot lane, meanwhile, Sivir actually going to take down this bot tower. I'm not quite sure if she was even in the fight era, but she's gone top bot lane. Still no big item. Wow. Has a VIPEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEEE Not even close. Not even close to being super powerful in fights yet. Finally has her Infinity Edge. And of course in fights what you want to do, you want to turn on the hunt, you want to turn on Ricochet, and you just want to everybody. And just the more protracted the fight is, the longer it takes for people to notice. Just wait, why is all my health gone? What happened? Nobody was attacking me. It's like, yeah, Sivir has this thing called Ricochet. It's a pain in the ass. Might want to be a little careful. Jarvan gonna get caught here. Janna is there putting the Howling Gale. Jarvan gonna escape with his life. Nice hook from Thresh. That's gonna guarantee the kill. Easy kill. Beautiful play by Xpecial there. Nice hook as Malphite almost gets away, and now Sivir's gonna be in trouble. Iceborne Gauntlet, is it gonna be enough for the Tristana? She's gonna flash for it, and then just gonna rocket jump away. Unstoppable force from the Malphite. He's gonna chase down. This is gonna be an easy ace for red team. Blue team just completely losing control of this game. They're just gonna go straight Baron. Everybody dead. Vladimir, I'm not quite sure if he's gonna be able to prevent this by himself. He's gonna be in a lot of bit trouble. This is gonna be an easy Baron for red teammates to heal. Gonna take down the poor little guy. And Christmas Baron, yeah, I'm not sure if they can actually do anything about this. It's gonna be a fairly easy kill for them. Yeah, easy breezy dragon. Nobody even decided to contest this. Not even sure if blue team had good vision. I mean, they did have this ward here, so it probably could make an educated guess this was gonna happen. I'm not quite sure if anybody got caught here, but this would have at least given them the vision of like, okay, they're out of the Baron pit. Tristana has Baron. This is gonna be bad. And now she's just gonna go force this turret down. Infinity Edge, Static Shiv alongside with Rapid Fire. Yikes! The damages are real. Damages are real. See, Vladimir does have his Zonias now, alongside as well with the Ancients. So you know, in protected fights, he's actually quite good. He has a lot of health. He doesn't have much in the way of actually has a decent amount of armor due to Zonias. Not a lot of overall resistances. The magic resist is fairly good though. It's fairly weak though. But that's why you Zonias and Blood Pool. So he actually is very slippery in team fights. Jarvan IV does have his Stalker's Blade. No big item aside from that. we see that the Tristana is actually going to get a kill with Xpecial. Xpecial doing a great job here as Thresh to just make sure that Tristana stays alive. Chilling her out, whether it's like, okay, you stay alive and you win the game for me. Aight? Aight. I'm not going to hit that. Tristana going to go for it straight up. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. Beautiful use of explosive shot there to just get the kill. Rengar and everybody going in. Nice hook there. Just going to instantly catch out the Jarvan. And even though Tristana gets taken down by Riven, I'm not quite sure if there's going to be enough. Oof, Malphite can escape with his life. Look at all them jukes. Almost going to get taken down, but it's going to stay alive just barely. Ezreal joining in the fight at just the perfect time to make sure nobody else dies. Wow, Malphite playing super slippery with his brush here, juking in and out to make sure he survives, and now lives to fight another day. They still have a little bit on their Baron buff. They're just going to be able to take the inhibitor here fairly easily, it feels. Janna can't stop this at all. Vladimir and Jarvan aren't going to be spawning, but so far, blue team has just completely let this go. Really strong early game advantage, a lot of kills, like a lot of last hit advantages. Vladimir had his lane won. Riven had her lane destroyed. Thanks a lot in help from Jarvan, who actually got a lot of gold from ganks. Okay, Sivir heavily lost her lane. That is true, and she's not really been a presence in team fights. She's died a lot. She has gotten her items up extremely late, but you can still utilize her well. You can utilize her for split pushing and just keep her safe with John in lane. But red team just doesn't let that anything happen. They know Sivir can be a danger. Sivir can split push. Make sure she doesn't get going, and they've done that. Now they've taken the third dragon. And at this point, if the game keeps going on, they're just going to continue controlling the game at this point, controlling map. They have a lot of wards all over the place. Vision here on a lot of the bottom jungle. And I think that's just going to be refreshed. Seems like everybody went back to buy. Ezreal at this point has Iceborne Gauntlet, Last Whisper, and Muramana. So his blue build is pretty much ready. He's just going to hit people like a truck at this point. Thresh is going in really heavily. Has a Randuin's Omen and a Talisman of Ascension. So he's going in here. Ezreal, there you go. As I was talking about him hitting people like a truck, he goes and hits Riven like a truck. And we're going to see that this Vladimir is going to flash away. But he's just going to get killed by Unstoppable Force. And, yep, blue team at this point actually decide to give up this game. They're surrendering, seeing that they've just let this completely go, despite a very good early game advantage. They've lost an inhibitor, and red team just continues running around, controlling the map and winning, and they make the tactical decision to actually give this one up. 7k gold advantage, 7.5k gold advantage near the end, so blue team actually plays really well. Tristana bringing out a lot of beautiful plays. Ezreal, once he got going, also supported his team. Beautiful dragon steal with the true shot barrage in the mid game, guaranteeing that the opposite team does not get that all-important first dragon for the team fighting capabilities it gives. So overall, fairly nice game. Kind of see how this was a kind of a comeback. Blue team had a bit of an advantage. They had some more farm, but the pyro of a Tristana and a good Malphite and just overall good play being shown on here. So overall, really good game. Anyway, if you did enjoy the video, guys, please leave me a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. I make a lot of these videos. I'm going to continue pumping them out as like crazy. So please check out my channel and my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one. GG guys, ranching out. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. To say that LeBlanc's actually going to join the party, but that's not going to prevent Ari from getting a double kill. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to actually escape. Blitzcrank coming in to support. She's going to shut down the...